If you're like me, you probably have a really hard time going about your day without some music in your ears or in your background. To me, it seems weird to not want to quiet down the noise around you, or to make the chores a little bit more fun, or to get some help with the more serious moments like a breakup or a really bad day, and just playing something to be with yourself for a couple of minutes. I can bet there is at least one song that can make those moments just a bit better. Sure, you might swap your picks from time to time, but there is always that one song that will get you into a specific mood or just take you back in time to a specific and dear moment. For the mood, I guess you probably know exactly what I'm talking about. You listen to Christmas carols to get you into the holiday spirit. Around the beginning of summer, if you're like me, you probably crank up some Kesha. And for Halloween, I don't know really, but there's got to be something. A short story about me is that I can't really listen to Lean On by Major Lazer and DJ Snake anymore, because it really takes me back to a time that I really didn't enjoy. It takes me back 10 years ago on a really dry summer when I was crying over a girl that did not like me anymore. I was so sad for absolutely no reason, and I just can't enjoy it the same. And sure, since then I think I outgrew this genre of music, but I still don't think I would enjoy it the same, and I find this really interesting. How music can make you travel back in time to certain moments of your life and make you relive them. I probably have countless moments like this one, and you probably have some too. And I not only wanted to make this video to share this feeling with someone, but also in a way talk about how music is a lot more important to us than we might realize. I think it's not wrong for me to say that music is as old as humankind, and we always needed music and we will continue to do so. I for one put my ear health below the desire of listening to music at full volume. I like to hear everything properly, and turning down the volume takes some of the magic out. Now, I'm not an audiophile. If I was one, I would have bought much better headphones, but I just like to be immersed in the music. Even though I know that the prolonged exposure is kind of bad, I don't really care. I've been probably doing this since I was 12. When I was a teenager, I was listening to 3 or 4 hours of music at full blast. Even though this might be common for all teenagers, me right now is thinking that it was a bit excessive. Now that I'm older, I kind of get a ring in my ear if I do this for more than, let's say, an hour. To combat that, I bought a pair of speakers to kind of have the music in the background, but this doesn't really do it for me. Like, this is not the way I like to listen to music. It's more just a background noise. Like the other day, I put on an album from Daft Punk, and I wasn't really familiar with that album, so I discovered some new music that I really liked. I heard for the first time Give Life Back to Music and also Instant Crush. I kind of knew them, but never really listened to them. But I couldn't only listen to them to the speakers. I had to take some time with them with my headphones to truly enjoy. And sure, maybe this sounds dumb to some people, but this is the way I like it. I have to hear like everything, and also I will most definitely have a part that I really enjoy and have to play it on repeat at least 100 times. To me, not liking to do this is weird, and no shade to the ones that just want their music in the background, but I feel this is the only way you can actually listen to music. I really hope I don't come across as a Redditor who just explains his elite way of listening to music, but I just like it this way. I really like to be unbothered when listening to music, but something worse than that is someone coming over wanting to listen with me. I'm like, oh, why? I know you don't want to hear this specific 10 seconds over and over again, or maybe I'm listening to a cover that I really like and they don't enjoy it as much as the original and they just want to switch it and I don't want to. Or worst case scenario is asking someone what they think about a specific song and they just go, it's alright. What do you mean it's alright? I've been listening to this song on repeat for the past couple of weeks. This is my life at this point. And you just go, it's alright? Like, why would you do this to me? Another thing that I love about music is that it's pretty easy to get into and want to try to do it yourself. Sure, if you exclude just using your voice to sing or you just whistling, it is a bit expensive to get into. But I think whatever your fix might be, you can get into it for pretty cheap. Like a harmonica is as cheap as 20 bucks. A cheap and pretty nice guitar is as low as $100. Piano might be a bit pricier, but you can go for a keyboard and you can find used ones for pretty low prices. And even if you don't want to spend any money on any of those, if you have a computer or even a phone, you can get a free software and just get started from there. And if you want to get lessons, there are probably millions of hours at your disposal for free on the internet, and that is just amazing for me. Back in the day, in the 2000s, you probably needed a professor or a book or something to get started. Now it's much easier, but you know, for me, unfortunately, I didn't really seize all those opportunities. I got a guitar on my 30th birthday. I got it because I was just starting to get into rock music and I discovered Slash and I just wanted to be able to play like him. And I begged my parents for a guitar, but apparently I did not want that guitar hard enough, because it wasn't until I turned 16 when I actually had my first lessons, and between 13 and 16 I did not do anything with that guitar. I just kept it with one broken string and just collected dust. I had a teacher for 2 years, got pretty good, pretty decent. When I hit 18, it was time for college, and I lied to myself, as most people do, that I did not have any time for guitar, so I put it away. It was a time where I actually applied to play in a band. I actually got a call back. The band was in another city, and because it was pretty hard and I also had college coming up, it was kind of an easy decision to just put it away for a while. And the wish to get back into it like properly has been going on until now, when I'm 26. So I guess what I'm trying to say is that music is something I've always been into and something that I always had on my mind, no matter what has been happening through my life. And I think this feeling is true for most people. So with this channel, I'd like to explore this passion, to get a lot more into the world of music, and also keep myself accountable to relearn guitar and also learn to play all the other instruments I bought and they are just collecting dust. So if you got to this point in the video, you might relate to everything I'm saying, and if so, please consider subscribing to the channel, see all the other videos I plan on releasing. And with that said, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you pretty soon with the next one. Bye bye.